Today on Drawbli.
Ben is drawing a full figure.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
Stop laughing. We're self-taught artists documenting our journey of improving at drawing, which is, of course, better with friends.
So click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And check out our guidebook, How to Easily Draw Every Day, at the link in the description.
So Ben, when you said you were drawing a full figure, I'm going to be honest, I didn't think in terms of just a complete body. Mm-hmm. What did you, it doesn't conjure the same idea to you as it does to me?
Look, the thing is that I do not draw complete figures like you do as often. Fully complete figures as often as you do.
Yeah, that's true.
I more so have been having a larger focus on portraits, and you will draw these entire characters that I'm always blown away by and can't keep up with.
Oh my gosh, that is so not
So
true.
for the first time, I'm drawing a full figure. Not for the first time, but for the first time in a while.
Yes, this very slender young woman, also a full figure. Yes, okay. So Ben, this sketch looks awesome. By the way, not to laugh on your efforts, because your efforts are really good.
The sketch is not awesome. It's okay. Come on.
Okay.
Look. I know. But when I was actually sitting at a coffee shop, and I was like, I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I found this reference image and I was like, I like this. And in my head at the time, I was like, I think I'll just work on a quick sketch of this. Mm-hmm. But then I started working on it and I started liking it a lot more.
That's a good feeling. Also, her face is turning out so cute already.
Thank you. There is, and that's part of the reason why I was kind of liking it, because there was a point where I was like, oh, she's kind of getting a little cute, so it's kind of working. But that is, I think, a huge part of just finding inspiration / motivation. You have to, you can get inspired to create something, but I think a very famous quote by an artist by the name of Chuck Close is, inspiration will find you, but it has to find you working. R.I.P. Chuck Close, very big fan of him.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's a beautiful quote.
And, he's also famously quoted as saying, like, I'll misquote it, but the general gist of the idea is something along the lines of, you're trying to come up with these grandiose, inspiring ideas, and the rest of us, quote, artists, are just showing up and going to work.
Yeah.
Just thinking, art isn't
so baller.
Like, just thinking of it, I don't know about baller, but like it changes the mentality of art feeling like this. It has to be this big grandiose thing, this big magical thing, and it can be, but it doesn't have to be. And even if you do want it to be, it's sometimes best to just treat it like, I would say most of the time it's best to just treat it like you would any other type of job.
Yeah, the big grand pieces of art are just the tips of icebergs of many, many, many pieces of art that are not big and grand, but they're just part of building that castle of art competence.
But even the big grand pieces of art, are made by people who just showed up and, just put in the time.
Exactly. They didn't just start creating grand stuff out of the blue.
Exactly.
It's not how it works.
Not how it works.
So you like quotes?
Occasionally.
I like quotes, and
Okay.
my favorite quotes.
You sound like I'm like walking down the street and some old guy with a trench coat in an alleyway is like, hey, you like quotes? Yeah, sure, I guess. What? Come on over here.
Well, I was just going to say
for
that when we go to improv on Monday nights and we're practicing, and half of practicing isn't even to practice for a show, it's just because it's so fun and enjoyable. But every once in a while, something will actually truly be so hilarious at improv that I will cry laughing.
Oh, yeah?
And it's always something you've said.
Oh,
you are
no.
so funny. And I don't know what it is. It's just, you're so cornball, and the way you like...
What does cornball mean?
You just go out
Stupid?
there. No, you just are crazy, but it's in a very funny, clever way.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what you said.
You don't even know what it is that I said.
You looked at our friend Kit, and you looked at him, and you were like, something about the way your mouth moved, and you were like, and you're a man too. I don't know what it was exactly, but it just killed me in the moment. You had to be there.
You had to be there, obviously.
You had to be. Anyway, I just wanted to share that you have quotes too. You just can't quote them.
Oh, I can't quote them.
No, well, nobody can. They're in the moment quotes that only work in that moment.
Well, some people do have mentioned some things from my Polygon channel as quotes that they enjoyed on occasion.
Yeah. I've enjoyed some quotes from your Polygon channel.
Yeah, like which ones?
There was one that inspired me 2 summers ago. I was walking at Summit Park and I was talking to my brother Eric about one that I had found really helpful. Something about ducks. Maybe we were looking at ducks. It was something about just keeping on going and don't sweat the small stuff was the general gist of it. But I really liked it. And at that
this was something I said?
Yeah, it was something you said in one of your
about
videos.
Ducks?
I don't know if ducks were mentioned, but
Okay.
you said something and I found it really nice that summer.
Yes, I do remember the quote now. Much like a duck having water on its back roll off, you too must.
It was something about you just, that's okay. You just keep going. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, it was very encouraging and sweet. And I don't remember what video it was in, but I liked it a lot. I think maybe I was making TikTok shorts for you at the time, so I was going through your old material.
Yeah, okay.
And so I heard it there. Which was fun, and I'm always nostalgic looking back at those old TikToks, like remembering that little chapter of our lives where I was working with you a little bit more on your channel, and that was
until I fired you, of course, because you just couldn't keep up.
We started Drawbli, and then I had time for only 2, I guess, part-time jobs, Drawbli and being a nurse, so that fell by the wayside.
And now you're working 2 full-time jobs.
2 full-time jobs?
Yeah, working as a nurse and Drawbli.
Yes.
With your crazy nursing contract that you're working.
It's not that bad. It's only 10 weeks, and it'll be over soon. It'll be over so soon. I'm done with 3 of the weeks already.
Wow, yeah. Puts it in perspective. Goes by quick.
Yeah, and it's always interesting. It's just my sleep is the most important part of all of it. It's crazy, but I'm neurotic now about sleep. Or I always was, since you've known me.
I don't know about neurotic, but...
Yeah, I protect my sleep very carefully.
As you should. You protect your sleep.
Gotta get those 8 hours. 8 is the magic number
You have
for
to
me.
get your 18 hours of sleep. Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
If you don't, like me, get 18 hours of sleep, what's the point?
What's the point? Don't you just feel like trash all day if you don't sleep perfectly well every night?
So what was great about this piece for me is it was something that I came back to over, I think, 3 days.
Oh, cool.
Spending, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there.
Yeah.
And I really find that to be one of the most helpful things because it gives you fresh perspective.
Absolutely. That's a great way to go about it. If you could have like 3 pieces you're working on, cycling through every day.
I've literally, I think, never done that. Maybe like once I've done that. I really don't like working on multiple things at the same time.
Maybe I'll try that this week. Like when we go out later to draw, we'll spend let's say we spend an hour and a half. I'm gonna spend a half hour drawing one thing, then switch over draw a new thing for half an hour, and then one more thing for half an hour.
You know what? I'll try it with you.
Okay.
But I will say that I'm doubtful that it will be a good practice.
This will be a cool experiment. Tune in soon to hear the
I am
results.
a big proponent of the idea of chase 2 rabbits, catch none.
I'm a big proponent of greyhounds. Greyhounds can always catch a rabbit and another rabbit, so be like the greyhound.
Excellent analogy.
They chase rabbits and never catch them because greyhound racing is the thing.
Which is abolished, right? in the
I
US?
think, well, you can still get rescued greyhound racers. So
Yes, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal to do greyhound racing anymore.
I don't think it's the same as like dog fighting, which is illegal.
Obviously.
I think it's legal maybe somewhere.
But if you want to be legal, you need to click that like and subscribe button and check out our guidebook, How to Easily Draw Every Day, at the link in the description. By the way, Abby, did I do okay?
You did incredible, by the way. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love your use of colors that work so beautifully together. Her shoes are incredible. Her clothes are incredible. Her legs have a really cool like dimensionality to them. You have done a wonderful job.
And share your work on Instagram with #Drawbli because drawing's better with friends.
And this is the part where we say goodbye.
Goomba.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful job. I can absolutely see why you are pleased with this because there's a lot to be pleased by. Nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
That was a cool face you just made.
Thanks. Been practicing it. Here, I'll do it again.
It looks like a beak or a turtle's mouth.